Are you stuck dealing with foot numbness after knee replacement? Well, stick around to learn more. Hello and welcome back. I'm Adam Rosen. Thanks again for tuning into the channel. So if you saw last week's video, I talked about something that a lot of you had questions about, which was the iliotibial band. But this is another common question that for whatever reason seems to have come up in the comments a lot more frequently lately. And it's not common, but not uncommon. So I've talked to a lot of patients after surgery that have dealt with this. So I'm hoping in this video to share with you some of the reasons that your foot might be numb and some ways that you might treat it. So let's just jump right in. So the most common numbness that I talk to patients about all the time after surgery is the outside, or what we call lateral aspect of the incision. And that's due to when we make the cut, there's little nerves called the geniculate nerves that get cut, and most people have numbness along the outside or lateral aspect of the knee, and that usually goes away. But there's another branch a little bit lower called the saphenous, and that can cause some numbness into the shin. But a lot of patients ask questions about like, but why is my foot numb? So number one cause that I see that leads to foot numbness is swelling. We talk about controlling swelling because decreased swelling, decreased pain, decreased swelling, decreased risk of blood clot, decreased swelling, increased range of motion, and lower risk of wound drainage, which can lead to infection. So do whatever you can to reduce swelling, because if the leg is swollen, it's not only putting pressure on the skin, but it's putting pressure on the nerves that are inside the leg, and that can cause numbness because nerves are always affected at the furthest point, what we call the most distal point, because that's where the nerve fiber gets the smallest and it's most affected early, which is why a lot of people with diabetes, they get numbness in their fingers and numbness in the toes first, and then it moves up the arm, up the leg. So swelling, number one, biggest cause, got to treat the swelling. Second thing that I see can be position. And a lot of times I ask my patients, hey, when you're elevating, when you're resting, when you're sleeping, what position is your leg in? And sometimes they are putting their leg into a position that they don't normally sit in or sleep in, and that is putting pressure on nerves, which is then leading to foot numbness. So sometimes just a change in position can decrease some of the foot numbness symptoms that you're having. Now, the other common reason that some people get numbness after surgery are two things that we do during surgery. One is the tourniquet. Many surgeons will use a tourniquet, which is like a big blood pressure cuff that goes on your upper thigh, and it decreases bleeding during surgery. But it basically strangulates your leg. So if you ever fell asleep with your arm in a funny position and you woke up and your arm was tingly, pins and needles, it's because there was blood flow that was cut off to your arm. Well, if we cut off blood flow for 60 minutes to your leg, your foot can be numb. And if you're older, if you have pre-existing conditions like you were a smoker, you have diabetes, you have some other nerve problem, maybe like a bad back and you have stenosis, those nerves were already at risk. So this is what we call a second hit phenomenon. So you had nerves that weren't normal. We then strangulated the blood flow to the nerve for an hour, and now you have foot numbness. Now, most nerves will come back. Even if you cut a nerve and we repair it, a lot of nerves do regenerate. So even if you have numbness from that cause, it usually does resolve on its own. And the other thing that we do during surgery, or technically before surgery, are nerve blocks. So there are different nerve blocks. There are popliteal nerve blocks and adductor nerve blocks and femoral nerve blocks and sciatic nerve blocks. And one of the reasons that we went away from the sciatic nerve block, it was a really good block, but it led to a foot drop. And a lot of people had persistent numbness that could go on for 72 hours. And that's scary after surgery because you don't know whether or not it was from the block or did you damage something during surgery. So depending on what block you had and what medicine they used might determine the extent of pain relief or numbness that you might have after surgery. Now, the other common thing that we see in some patients are people that are knock-kneed, and we call this a valgus deformity. And what happens if you're really knock-kneed, the nerve on the outside of the leg, called the peroneal nerve, can get tight. And then when we straighten your leg, we stretch the nerve. And by stretching the nerve, it can lead to one of the more severe injuries is what's called a foot drop, where you wake up and the foot is basically floppy. You can't lift it up. And that can be from a significant stretch injury, or even it can happen in certain instances from a retractor being placed or a saw cutting into the nerve. But a lot of times it's just a stretch injury. It can also lead to numbness in the foot. Now, medications, people always ask about, could the medicines do? Well, if you pick up any medicine and look at that huge list of potential side effects. There are a lot of side effects with a lot of medicines that are not very common. So could a medication be causing your numbness? Possibly. Talk to your doctor about that one. And the other thing that kind of fits into all of these other things that I talked about are pre-existing conditions. So again, if you have diabetes, you may be at risk of neuropathy. And if we do anything like a little bit of swelling, a little bit of a tourniquet, a little bit of a nerve block, that might exacerbate your nerve issues and cause more numbness. But again, usually if it's not there before surgery, usually goes away after surgery. Again, if you're a smoker, it's a good reason to quit smoking because the smoking can lead to an increased risk of nerve damage, which can then be exacerbated by all these things with surgery. Spinal issues, we talked about. Certain neurologic conditions. There are people that just have neuropathy for other reasons, other neurologic conditions. And if you have a pre-existing condition, that might lead to more numbness after your surgery. And the other thing that I see sometimes are people that have a Morton's neuroma. So what is a Morton's neuroma? In the foot, you have nerves that go between these web spaces. And what can happen is if you have a neuroma here, it will cause numbness of, these two toes or part of the foot. Now, the most common reason for people having pain or numbness from a Morton's neuroma is tight shoes, which compress. But also, if you're wearing normal shoes and your foot's swollen, it will compress that, and you can have numbness in those toes if you have a pre-existing Morton's neuroma and now you have swelling after surgery. So those are sort of the common causes of numbness of the foot after knee replacement surgery. And when it comes to treatment, it kind of is like a no duh, but the first rule is you got to figure out, well, what was the cause? So we can't treat the symptoms unless we know what the cause was. If the cause was swelling, treat the swelling. And for most things that are not a significant traumatic injury to a nerve, time usually heals all wounds. So swelling subsides, the blood flow improves, the tourniquet has been off now for a couple of weeks, the nerve block has worn off, it will get better. Now, other ways that you can kind of treat this are usually mobilization. So physical therapy can help with mobilization of the foot. They can do lymphatic massage if you have swelling. If the scar is sensitive, they can do scar mobilization. If you have pain associated with the numbness, sometimes desensitization techniques, they might rub or use creams or brushes and things to desensitize the foot. And the question is whether or not medications will help. So if it's just numbness and not pain, I don't know of any medications that I've used with my patients that have been really helpful. Some people have pain associated with the numbness. And classically, gabapentin or what's called Neurontin has been used for that. Its main indication was for diabetic nerve pain. A slightly newer medicine that some patients will tolerate is a medicine called Lyrica. There's another over-the-counter supplement called PEA. It's because it's the word's like this long. It's like palmethyl-ethyllinolenilamide. But if you just type in like PEA supplement for pain on Amazon, you'll find it. I'll put it in the show notes. And that tends to be an over-the-counter supplement that a lot of patients have used for symptoms related to nerve issues. But, I hope that answers your questions. Now, if you had numbness of your foot from a different reason, maybe that I didn't cover, leave it in the comments section because I'm sure there's somebody out there like you that had the same thing. And if you have tricks or tips that you've used that helped your numbness after knee replacement, or even just how long did you have numbness? Like, was it a couple days? Was it a couple weeks? Was it a couple months? Has it unfortunately maybe never gone away? Leave that in the comments because, again, I'm sure in this forum, there are lots of other people out there searching for answers. And sometimes hearing that they're not the only one going through this problem puts their mind at ease or gives them the feeling that, oh, yours resolved in 4 weeks. I'm only 2 weeks in. I think mine will probably go away in another couple weeks. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, leave a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you get updates when these new videos come out. And until next time, I'm Adam Rosen. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.